Welcome back. Well, it is our favorite holiday treat. Of course, it is the candy cane. Holistic nutritionist Jessie Lane Lee joins us now with holiday snacks that are inspired by that peppermint treat. And I've got to say, I apologize, Jessie, for my coffee breath. She says, well, I'm sorry, I have candy cane breath. Well, one of them is minty fresh, the other not so much. But thank you for joining us. And look how beautiful, holiday inspired.
Thank you. I try.
Love it. Okay, so the stuff you have here is 1, easy.
Yes.
2, healthy.
Yes.
And 3, made with candy canes.
Exactly.
Love it.
Because we love our pepperminty goodness.
Yes.
So I'm starting with my black bean candy cane brownies.
Okay, so this is gluten-free?
Yep.
It is dairy-free or no?
Yep, dairy-free. Yep. And healthy. Really healthy because most of it is black beans.
Lovely, because over the holidays, I always have, I don't know if you guys do, but I always have problems making the baked goods because I just go butter, sugar, whatever, and I'm not imaginative with that either.
Yeah.
So this is good. So black beans.
Black beans. And we're adding 3 eggs. So there is a lot of protein in these brownies. So
yes.
You're not going to be able to sit down and eat like an entire pan of them the same way with the regular ones because they're going to fill you up.
You got it. Okay, awesome. So we've got black beans, eggs, and you're adding some obviously some flavoring.
Yes, some cocoa powder to make them brownies.
And I was asking you this, Jessie, you don't have to go to like a holistic store to get these. You can get these at your like a Loblaws or something. A lot of local grocery stores now have them.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. In the healthy food section, you know how they have that little area? That's where I got all of this stuff. So you don't have to make a special trip, which is especially not going to happen during the holidays.
Not happening. Okay, and we've got this. This is
just a little bit of oat flour and some baking powder.
The difference, so oat flour gives it a bit more...
Yeah, just a little bit more fiber, a little bit more body. So with the oat flour and the beans, the cool part is all that fiber slows the digestion of the sugar we're adding into your bloodstream. So you're not going to have a sugar spike followed by a crash. Which
we know always happens on the couch after.
Yes.
Everyone has the desserts and it's and then good night, everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
So these guys, and that's honey?
Yeah, so this is our only sweetener in this is honey. And I love using it as a sweetener because it's such a good one. It has antibacterial, antimicrobial, and just a lot of really good minerals as well.
It has a nice little taste to it too, right?
Exactly.
Like it's a little bit different. You can tell when someone has used honey. So you blend this bad boy up. How long do you have to blend this for?
So for today, we probably won't fully blend it just for time, but I like to blend it for a few minutes because you really want it to be smooth. Because if you have chunks of black beans and you're giving it to kids,
not so pleasant.
Not so pleasant.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure they eat it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And not know that there are black beans in it.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to blend.
I'm going to give it a quick blend.
Yep.
Normally, I would go for quite some time because you don't want any of those chunks.
Well, so here's, you tell me what you think. Brownies, I always get so confused with when it's ready because you want it to still be soft, but you want the edges crispy, right? So how long typically would something like this recipe be like?
So this one's a little bit longer because it does have the black beans. So I actually cook it for 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how it's feeling.
Yeah, here, I'll give you a hand.
And
should we just scoop it right in?
Oh yeah.
Let's just do it. So how are we talking, like this is a good sized pan, right? Like you don't want it to be too deep or too shallow?
No, because you want those edges. And this is just a regular 8x8 pan, like so simple.
Got you. You don't need parchment paper or anything like that?
You could, yeah, it depends. This one's pretty good. I find stuff doesn't stick to this pan, but when I'm making them and I want them to look like really perfect like those ones, I did use parchment paper, but these today, it's just easier without it because when you try to spread it, it kind of moves around.
You got it. So baking in here for, sorry, how long?
So this goes in 350 for 30 to 40 minutes, just depending, until you put a fork in the center and it comes out clean.
That's when you know.
Yeah.
That is when you know. Beautiful, and it comes out just like this. Really pretty.
And I like to always sprinkle just a little bit of candy cane and
That's where the candy cane comes in. Okay, so the topping for the candy cane.
Yes, and I also snuck in some peppermint extract.
Of course
when you weren't looking.
Yeah. She's sneaky.
I'm sneaky.
She's sneaky. Okay, what else do we have going on here? Some cookies, of course.
Yes, so these are my candy cane spelt cookies.
Ooh, okay.
I love these ones. Not gluten-free, but I've used spelt flour.
Yes.
Which is a really healthy flour. It actually has more protein, vitamins, and minerals than whole wheat.
Again, you're sneaky.
Yes.
This should be your middle name. Okay. Now, where are the candy canes in this? Afterwards, in the batter?
Yeah, it's in the batter. The thing is, I'm using organic candy canes, so they don't have that bright red color because they're dyed with fruit juice.
Gotcha.
So they just kind of look those beautiful white little sprinkles.
Tastes the same, though.
Tastes the same.
Tastes the same.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So we've got this. And what's this stuff?
Okay, so this is my favorite. That is green powdered stevia.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, this is not its regular form, is it? In raw form? Like what?
It is.
It
So
is?
It's just a leaf. It's an herb. You dehydrate it, you pound it into a powder, and that is the kind of stevia you want to be buying.
Okay.
Because if it's white, it's been bleached and highly processed.
Did not know this. Okay, good to know. So again, you can buy this at your local grocery, and you only need a little bit of it?
Yes, it is so sweet. 1 teaspoon of stevia is equivalent to a whole cup of sugar and sweetness.
Good to know.
Isn't that crazy?
And much better for you.
Yes.
Okay, so that's going on here.
Yep.
Vanilla? Let's just play a guessing game. I don't know. What do we have?
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
One
and
of my
this-
favorites. You can dump the whole thing
Whole
in there.
thing?
Well, we'll see. Just
Okay, you tell me when. You tell me when.
I'm making a big mess here with my stirring, but I really love this one because it's just that, these 3 ingredients,
Yep.
and yeah, I think we're gonna need it all.
So this is so important. Like everyone, like it's all about indulging over the holidays. But with this, you don't feel as guilty.
No,
Right?
and this one we haven't added any sugar, right? We've just done coconut oil
You got
and
it.
the chocolate and the stevia. So
Okay, and all the candy canes.
all the candy canes,
got
we're just
it.
dumping those in because that's the star, the spark. You really want that crunch from the candy canes.
Okay, so we've got about a minute and a half left, and I want to make sure we get to the other recipes too. So this one's going to bake for how long?
This one actually is raw, so all we do is we
Oh.
just throw this in the freezer for 2 hours, and then we've got candy cane bark.
And that's the bark right there.
That's the bark.
The kids can sort of just snack on it. Adults
So
like.
easy.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Now I want to show these, and we left the blondies for the very end.
Yes, we did.
Because why?
Because they're not as quite as healthy as these ones. They do have quite a bit of butter and sugar, but we want to indulge.
We
Tis
want to
the
throw it in
season.
there. So
Let's
if
be
you-
a little naughty.
If you don't want to throw it in the organic, but it's still some organic ingredients in
Yes,
there?
all
Okay.
organic ingredients, and we use coconut sugar, so it's lower glycemic index than regular sugar.
Okay, so the key to a blondie is what?
I like to brown my butter. So
Okay.
I like to put my butter on the stove and stir it until it gets a little bit golden to give it that nice blondie color.
I'm gonna have. You notice how I go for the unhealthy
Yeah.
one. We should invite you guys. Tammy,
Yeah, come
Adam, come
eat.
on in. Grab some of this stuff. Okay.
Tammy's coming too.
Yeah, anyone who wants
Yeah.
some food,
Yeah.
all the recipes for these treats. Thank you so much, Jessie. Your
welcome.
cookbook, also, all of this is on our website. Your cookbook is healthy, dairy-free desserts.
Yes.
Breakfasttelevision.ca. Happy holidays to
Happy
you.
holidays.
Let's eat. What do you like? We all went for the blondies.
want
How
that
about
one
that?
next,
Cheers. Cheers. We're taking a break, guys. We'll be right back.
Great.
Thank you.